It's in the game.
Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Bruins ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to Johnson. Shakes off the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Right back to it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And
ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it down the seam. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Iamaleava.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Powers through the defender. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Level. Freeze. Chip.
To the air, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. The defense called for unnecessary roughness, and that is a costly penalty. 1st down here for the offense.
Booster. Ready. Right to the pool. Bubba. Blue. Ready, go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Might be calling a hot route.
Booster. Ready, go.
Off play action on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Hot. Level. Sweep. Freeze. Go.
To the air, it's Reynolds. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Takes the handoff. It's Knight. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. 4th down, Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, if you were wondering whether or not this coaching staff believes in their offensive line, you now have your answer, because that's now the second time on the drive. They went for it on 4th down and then got it by handing it off.
Fires left side at Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The run inside. It's Cox. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Q. Hydro. Where did he go?
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Backed up, 3rd and 10 from inside their own 5. Like a doctor, first do no harm.
Level. Return. Go.
He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in with one hand. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down.
Ready. Go.
The handoff to Johnson. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Sweep, sweep. Freeze, freeze. Booster, booster. Bubba, Bubba.
Back to pass, it's Reynolds. The throw to the outside is complete. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Return, return. Western, Western. Sweep, sweep. Go, go.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete on the comeback.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Let it go.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Square, square, square. Slide, slide. Rock, rock, rock.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
Hydro, hydro. Level, level. Return, return. Ready. 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 Western, Western. 1832, soldier. 1832, soldier. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Sweep, sweep. Freeze, freeze. Red chip. Booster, booster. Where did he go?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20.
Flag 18. Flag 18. Bubba, Bubba. Move, move, move.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Ready. Slide. Western.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Go.
The play action fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Corner's going to give them room. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing, Iamaleava. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 8 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Georgia on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Trailing by a couple of scores, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Plows through the defense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. Quick step and go. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Running through contact. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Running inside. It's Woods. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Using his legs, it's Woods. Finding some room. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on fourth down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Might as well stick with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He makes a catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here we go. Ready. Look. Check, check, check. Where did he go?
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. The offense changing the play.
Slide, slide. Q. Go.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal.
Return. Last turn. What? Sweet. Bubba. Go.
Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. They'll go right back to the run. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Showing off the arms. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Quarterback may change this route.
Rock. Ready, go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So this This offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. On the ground, it's Knight. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Knight. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.